You know, homelessness is trending up nationwide, but one local organization here in Atlanta says they're actually making some good progress in getting the numbers down. Our Joe Ripley is here in our streaming center to tell us a little more about this story. Hey, Joe.
Yeah, hey, how's it going, Dan? I love the new digs here in the
Thank you.
streaming studio. It looks very nice. Looks good on you. So, homelessness, this is an issue that Atlanta, not the only city, of course, nationwide, but Atlanta's definitely struggled with homelessness. But actually, Partners for Home is an organization, and they've been touting some of their efforts to curb crime. In 2025, crime, they say, went down here in the A about 9%. So they're hoping to build on those efforts here in a new initiative called Atlanta Rising, pumping in about $212 million to curb homelessness here in Atlanta.
I have my bed right here.
George Willis showed us around his new home at Wynwood in Midtown. It wasn't long ago, but he didn't have a home.
I decided just to get my life together when I met my child. You know, I have a daughter and a grandbaby. I met them about 5 years ago. I haven't seen them in about 30 years.
Living spur of the moment in the streets paled in comparison to spending time with his family and getting his life back on track.
I guarantee you anybody that get a place and be able to sit down for a month, you know, and get his thoughts back together. You know, I don't believe too many people to go back to the street. They're sincere about what they're doing.
Our job is to create and execute the strategy to reduce men homelessness in the city.
Cathryn Vassell, CEO of Partners for Home, says the organization and Atlanta City Partners are spending $212 million to tackle homelessness through the Rapid Housing Initiative and permanent supportive housing like at the Wynwood Apartments.
At any given time, the city of Atlanta has about 3,000 people who are experiencing homelessness, either in shelter, transitional housing, or sleeping on our streets.
Vassell expects hundreds of new homes to come online over the next year as the city tries to build or redevelop affordable homes.
I feel good, sir.
For George Willis, even just a little time watching Westerns on TV helps him appreciate where he's been and where he's going.
The word really can't explain, you know, especially when you had been lived out there for so long. Anytime somebody offers you some help like that, you get another chance in life.
Wow. Sometimes you just need an opportunity and a chance, and folks like George are getting that.
Yeah, this is a housing first approach, Dan. You know, Partners for Home says once people can find some stability there at a home, so much opportunity opens up around them. They feel secure enough to look for a job, secure enough to feed and provide for their families. But getting that house is a very important step.
Right. Good hygiene opportunities all day long there with that nice shower facility.
Yeah.
And are there strict guidelines for what folks have to do to stay inside these homes? Anything about employment?
Yeah, there are. You note that. And Partners for Home says there are about 400 people in downtown Atlanta specifically who are unsheltered, living on the streets. So to take part in this program, you need three things. You need to provide an ID, social security card, as well as a birth certificate. The people who do take part in this program, Dan, are paying 30% of their income.
Okay.
So if you have a job, it's 30% of that income.
Gotcha.
Although it's likely that some people do not have a job when they're taking part in this program. And so they get in contact with some caseworkers, help them find employment or seek government benefits, and they would pay 30% of those benefits. But for people like George there, who's been homeless for 20 years, he is right now not paying a dime until he gets that job and secure income.
And Joe, it seems like there's kind of some urgency with the World Cup coming up to really make a dent.
There is. You notice that this effort is being concentrated right now in downtown Atlanta, not only because of the hundreds that remain unsheltered, but because the World Cup is coming up in June. In 5 short months, Dan, you talk about a major event coming to Atlanta, thousands of tourists coming here, and people from every nook and cranny of Metro Atlanta piling into downtown. Obviously, there's a safety hazard potentially that could crop up, but you also want to clean up your streets, quite literally. And I'm glad that this is the way that they're doing it. Over the last year or two, Atlanta has been facing a lot of criticism over the way they've handled homelessness. When you talk about encampment clearings, we had the unfortunate incident about a year ago this time with the man who was killed. So for the city, this is kind of a way to not only kind of change their image, but give people realistic opportunities to ensure permanence when it comes to that stability and getting a home.
Very good, Joe. Important story. Appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely.
Come back like every day. We'd love to have you
We'll
here.
see what we can do.
Man, Joe's telling
Thanks for
some
having me.
great community stories. So looking forward to more of that. Joe, thanks.